Guys, my name is Johan. I will be doing the amendment video for Munchkin Swarm. Munchkin Swarm is a new level that was added into Code Combat later on in its development. So we're going to make an amendment video. As you can see, Munchkin Swarm is about looting a giant chest while surrounded by a swarm of ogre munchkins. We'll be using basic syntax, arguments, strings, variables, while loops, and if statements.
Nothing to it.
Okay, let's start. Okay, so the goal is to break open a chest and stay alive. The ingredients to beat this level are if or else statements, distance to functions, greater than or less than, the cleave action, and while true loops, and the attack chest function. Put them all together to break the chest and survive the Munchkin onslaught. Alright. So I'll give you a few minutes to try to solve the mission, and then if you have any problems, we'll come back. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so now we're going to start by writing the code. So the first one, it says check the distance to the nearest enemy. Okay, you'll notice that it's in a while true loop. So right now we're already in a loop. So while true, first thing what we have to do is we have to check the distance to the nearest enemy. Okay, before we do that, we should probably make a variable called enemy, which is equal to the hero, which will find the nearest enemy. Okay, this way the hero will find the nearest enemy and perform an action if there is an action. Next is, so we first define what the enemy is. Next we need to do is create a variable for distance. Okay. So distance is probably the active function is here dot distance to enemy, I believe. Yeah, because we need to find the nearest. Yep. So the target, we need to find the distance to the nearest enemy. So this is the distance to the nearest enemy. Okay. So this will identify the enemy, and this will determine the distance of the enemy. Okay. So next we're going to do our if statement. If it comes closer than 10 meters, cleave it. Okay. So first we have to create an if statement. Oh, there we are. If. Okay. And then in the condition, it has to be if it comes closer than 10 meters. So the distance closer than 10. Okay. So distance will be closer than 10 meters. Okay, so if the distance is closer than 10 meters, what happens? The hero will cleave the enemy. Okay? That's the end. And then next what we need to do is what we have to do is figure out what do we do with else. Okay. So else attack the chest by name. Okay. So we're going to do the else statement, and then the action will be hero attack. Okay. Okay, just be aware that chest is a string, so therefore it has to be in double semicolon, not semicolons, apostrophes, I guess. Okay, and then it is also case sensitive. If you were to just type with a small c, it won't work because it's case sensitive. There's a big C here. So just be careful. It needs to be case sensitive, and don't forget your double apostrophes. Okay, so now we can take a look. Yep. Also be aware over here to put cleave and not attack, and you'll see why. As you can see, the ogres are coming in, but they're not coming in within 10 meters. So I have to keep waiting. Now, if I used attack, I wouldn't be able to cleave through all my enemies. I'd have to attack my enemies one by one, and which will lead to my slow death. More ogres are coming and circling like vultures, and cleave. And then, voila! Success. We stayed alive, we broke open the chest, and now we just submit our answers. Alright, that's the end of the mission, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.